Hey world, it's your boy Suave the Wiz with the Mad Ab Podcast. Today I'm going to be discussing my top 10 favorite rappers of all time, and also I'm going to give my favorite song. So there's been a lot of rappers to come and go in this game and in this industry, and it's like, not a lot of people actually make timeless music. The word timeless and legend has been thrown around carelessly in this generation, and I am not an advocate for people that are not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're good, you're good. If you're great, you're great. You know what I'm saying? If you're talented, you're talented. So, had that being said, I'm not holding any punches. This is my top 10 list in no particular order, and I'm going to definitely get into this, so let's go. All right, for starters, number one is going to be Tupac. And I mean, do I have to debate why Tupac would be number one? I mean, just to start it off, Tupac is one of the greatest rappers of all time. I don't think nobody has ever shadowed or ever come close to his influence and just how he makes you feel when he makes his music. You know what I'm saying? Down to the samples, his beat selection, his lyrics, and just who he is. Just gives you a feeling, gives you a vibe like, damn. Tupac's mother was a part of the Black Panther Party. So, I mean, he was already just a rowdy young man before his upbringing. Before he even knew who he was, his life was kind of predetermined. He was always going to stick out and be that green thumb, you know what I'm saying? The rose that grew from the concrete. Tupac was never a gangster. Tupac was not no thug. How they portrayed him, he just was an entertainer. And he tried to make his music and take care of his family. And I definitely understand that because, him and the Notorious B.I.G. passing was just very unfortunate for hip-hop. And both those guys, they weren't gangsters like that, man. They wasn't doing that, man. When they actually started getting into the music industry, they didn't want to be a part of any of that. And, the streets is just a dark game. So they fell victim to the streets, and that's just very sad to see, you know what I'm saying? So, look, my favorite Tupac song is probably going to be Do For Love. I definitely love the sample. The sample just takes it to that next level for me. And Tupac, his lyrics on that song were top tier, 10 out of 10. I love the poetry. It was beyond music at that point. You know what I'm saying? It was just, all eyes on Tupac because he's saying some real heartfelt, well-delivered stuff. And it always has substance and comes with a solid message. Love it. You know what I'm saying? How can you compete with somebody that actually has heart, has ambition, and is just a genuine person? You can't. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Tupac, one of the greatest rappers ever to ever grace this thing we call hip-hop. Number two, JayZ. Do I need an intro for JayZ? That's hip-hop's first billionaire. One of the greatest rappers of all time. It's like, there's not one rapper that can be like, oh, I'm the greatest, I'm the king of this. Nah, there's no way. Hov ain't never really try to play that I'm the king of this. Hov just showed niggas how to get money. Showed them that hip-hop is not the only facet. Hip-hop's not the only lane, you know what I'm saying? Forget the music. It's about what you can actually do business-wise. How business savvy are you, you know what I'm saying? He went from selling drugs to actually making moves with real thugs in suits. You know what I'm saying? Not no street thugs. Real thugs in suits. Don't let that go over your head. Hov is very, very intelligent. He's very keen. Very great with the pen. He's in the Songwriter Hall of Fame, if I'm not mistaken. Of course JayZ is going to be in there. He's a fucking beast. He's penned a few songs that, of course, we don't even know about. Ghostwriters are in this game heavy, you know what I'm saying? Very much so. I mean, JayZ, from when he dropped his first album, let alone his first song, to him being on songs with AbSoul, his slow come up was for a big rising, just a grand rising. Like, Hov has always been that figure where JayZ is going to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? He's worked with Big L. He's worked with Biggie. He's worked with Method Man. He's been in the feature and been in the mix with almost everybody you can think of. So, I mean, what do you expect? JayZ's career is never going to go anywhere. Never going to diminish. It's always going to flourish. You know what I'm saying? Hov is the GOAT. His music, not subpar at all. Even on features, you know what I'm saying? Like, my least favorite song, I like to believe, and I know, is What's Beef. That's with Meek Mill recently. Why is my least favorite Hov song? I just didn't like that there was no instrumentation. I mean, I understand that your voice is the instrument, but We need more instruments, you know what I'm saying? But I digress. My favorite JayZ song would have to be Dead Presidents. Fucking not verse one. The first version and the second version. Part 1, part 2. He completely destroyed it. With the Nas sample, he took it to another realm, another planet. Like, and then when they were going through their beef, him and Nas, they had that little doubt or spout, whatever. He mentions, he's like, yo, you made it a hot, I made it a hot line or some shit. You made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. Hov gotta chill, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely dig it. I love how that song was constructed. It was just the production to the lyrics, to just the overall delivery of how JayZ stepped into that. Couldn't have done it better. Nobody could have worn those shoes. Number 3, Nas. The World Is Yours. Hey, yo, listen. Nasir Jones is one of my favorite rappers. No doubt. Like, I would say he's number 1, but it's almost impossible to put just somebody at number 1. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond me. Yo, The World Is Yours. When I first heard that song by Nas, I legitimately didn't know how to feel. I literally just became an instant Nasir Jones fan. Like, I follow Nas, whatever he does, I respect it, I love it. The amount of soul, the amount of heart that everybody on that track put in, you know what I'm saying, Pete Rock and all the other, you know, forefathers and founders of hip-hop, the energy and time they put into Illmatic, I don't know how to feel. I really love it. It makes me emotional. It's like, I feel where Nas is coming from. The poetry is gritty. The poetry's on point. The delivery's there. I love the beats. And he's a genuine person. He's a genuine guy. His poetry is not coming from a place of, oh, yeah, I just wrote this down and I'm just going to go to the studio. Nah, man. He's writing real heartfelt poetry. He got college students studying his craft. Are you kidding me? Like, you are otherworldly. Your mind is on another plateau, another plane to have college students just studying like, damn, this is so complex yet simple. And that's what makes it complex. It's crazy, man. Like, Nas, for me, I feel like he does not miss a beat on any song. I appreciate the real hip-hop, and I gotta pay homage to the real OGs, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Nas, and I appreciate all the rappers that came before, man. Look, number 4, MF Doom. If you don't know, now you know. MF Doom is the well-renowned underground king of hip-hop. I don't care where you are on this planet, what part of hip-hop you rock with, but just know, Doom is the GOAT of the underground, and let alone just how raps are constructed. I like to believe Doom is just on top of his game at all times. He's on a pedestal, and people don't like to acknowledge that. And that's where I fall off with other hip-hoppers and people that don't really pay the culture no mind. Like, MF Doom is as important as Lil Wayne, or is as important as Birdman, or anybody that is a big figure in hip-hop. Like, where would hip-hop be without Doom? Are you kidding me? Like, Doom has been here dropping countless works of art, masterpieces, collabing with Madlib, you know what I'm saying? That tape was otherworldly. He has a tape, King Ghidorah. Like, that whole entire tape was just colorful and it's just outlandish, eccentric, you know what I'm saying? Operation Doomsday. Doom has countless albums and he has beat tapes that are just interstellar. Like, you get the vibe. You're on the vibrations. You're on the tangent that Doom is dishing, you know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like Doom is slept on and people need to pay attention. My favorite MF Doom song will probably be Deep Fried Friends. I definitely love that song. The sample is from the original Friends song. You know what I'm saying? Friends. But it's the original Friends song, and he also samples a little something else. His whole subject matter on that song was just talking about how friends will do you wrong. People will treat you bad even if you're giving them the best face and you're doing the best and showing them support and showing them a good, you know, a good side of you. People will still stab you in the back. And that's so true. It's not even the faintest, you know what I'm saying, lie. Like, that's real. That's reality. And I definitely dig where Doom was coming from. It sounded like he was coming from a place of understanding and wisdom, you know what I'm saying, and knowing how shit go, you feel me? That's just how it is. Number 5, Tebe Cogs of Steel, a.k.a. Earl Sweatshirt. For this generation, Earl Sweatshirt is probably my favorite rapper. I'm not going to lie. I cannot get enough of his music. Anything that he drops, I am on it. I see Earl, I'm a simple man, and I click and I share, you know what I'm saying? I mess with his whole entire rap style. He's literally a wordsmith, acrobat, ninja, whatever you want to put there, he is that. Any song I have ever heard Earl Sweatshirt jump on or on a feature, even a feature with Doom, Between Enemies, Earl holds his own. Earl finds a way to dance in between the bar line and somehow land on beat and then continue to do that. It's an amazing talent that Earl has, and he definitely has like grips on his art and who he is and what he's trying to do with himself. Like, he's not trying to sell himself short, get on a trap beat, or you know what I'm saying, go with the time and ride the wave. Nah, man. Earl is producing his beats, if I'm not mistaken, producing them and getting on them and just putting those nicely written raps right there, you know what I'm saying? And his voice is usually monotone. We all kind of know this. I don't feel like Earl kind of like varies from his monotone type of thing, but his lyrics and what he's saying gives you the feeling that you are looking for if you're listening, you know what I'm saying? Like Ho said, do you dudes just listen to music or do you just skim through it? You know what I'm saying? Earl Sweatshirt is a talent to be had. He's a part of the Odd Future Wolfgang collective. I mean, yo, of that whole collective, Earl's probably the dopest to me. Tyler is a close second, you know what I'm saying? Tyler's dope, but Earl is a real wordsmith, and I appreciate what he brings to the culture and what he's done. Straight fucking dope, man. So number 6, the Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls. Yo, man, when I talk about Biggie or Tupac, I immediately get emotional. These guys were so important, so influential. Like, they had so much star power with no effort. Like, they brought that mystique to hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, and to being an artist or being a person from the streets, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, when you come from nothing, you feel me? You just like, damn, I'm actually here. I'm not dead, you know what I'm saying? So that's how Biggie was feeling sometimes. When he dropped his Life After Death album, he felt like, yo, he was already dead, you know what I'm saying? He said, he's like, yo, I feel like I'm already dead. People are after me, you know what I'm saying? He feels like he's risen so high, he's past his old self, that his past might catch up and get him. And it's very unfortunate to see that him and Tupac met their untimely deaths. That shit is just very, very low vibrational. And whoever did it, I hope justice. I mean, Notorious B.I.G., initially he was just into the streets. He had like really just nothing that he was going for in life. And then he realized that, yo, it's more than just streets and hustle. It's like, I can be a rapper. I'm dope, you know what I'm saying? So he decided, yo, I'm gonna rap. And you know what I'm saying? He started actually making CDs and got with his DJ. And his DJ knew another person in the label that knew P. Diddy. And somehow all these things came together. And that shit is just amazing to see where Biggie came from and how he evolved, you know what I'm saying? It shows that you can change over time. You don't have to be the same person, you know what I'm saying? Your situation can change when you put the right focus into it and you really just separate yourself from all the negativity, you feel me? Negativity just brings failure. My favorite Notorious B.I.G. song will probably have to be Unbelievable. The production, let alone Notorious B.I.G., how he's rapping on it, it's just soul to me. Shout out DJ fucking Premier. That is one of the greatest producers ever. Shout out Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? That right there, what DJ Premier brings to your track, they got to give Premier credit for what he does. And then you got Big bringing that real, you know what I'm saying, mafioso, black mafioso, Frank White on the track, like real tough guy image on there. And I'm here for it, you know what I'm saying? You rap what you live. And I definitely dig that song. Like, Unbelievable for me was something that put me in that seat like, damn, Notorious B.I.G. is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Like, I like to say, like, yo, do these dudes really hear the music? Like, do people hear the music? If people are talking about music to this day from 20 years ago, I think that this music is important. I think that this should be studied. It should be doctored. Because, yo, rappers nowadays, they're not making music that can be doctored. They're making music that can be distributed. That is not the wisest move. I feel like as the listener and the audience, we're losing and we are being drained of real rap and real substance. That's the problem. Until we address it as the listener, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be a constant problem where rappers just put out substance music and it's just going to poison the youth. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Notorious B.I.G. Thanks you for contributing to the fucking culture. Number 7, Big L. Coleon. Big L is from Harlem 139 in Lenox. Lifestyles of the poor and dangerous. It's a grimy scene, grimy city. He was a part of the group DITC. This was with Fat Joe, Lord Finesse, AG, Showbiz, my boy Big L. Yo, these dudes were literally the hottest shit on the East Coast, in my opinion, when they were coming up. Especially my man Big L. Big L had rhymes, had flows for days. He was literally Lord Finesse reincarnated. And I'm like, yo, his story to fame was so amazing and so inspiring. He sent his homeboy to a record shop where Lord Finesse was and told him, yo, pretty much he told his homeboy to tell him to check him out, like come to him and speak to him. So Lord Finesse told the homeboy, hey, yo, check it out. Nah, man, I'm not going to talk to him. If your man want to talk to me, tell him to come himself. So you already know, Big L went right in there, flamboyant as ever, that's Big L. And he said, listen, dude, I'm going to rap for you. And if you don't like it, I'll never rap for you again. And we already know how the story went. Big L became Big fucking L. And I just love his craft, his artistry. He's literally the punchline king. Nobody is funkier than Big L on any boom bap beat, and I bet my bottom dollar. Closest person will probably be Eminem, but Eminem ain't even as funky. Eminem is too, just clean cadence. He doesn't have no urbanism about him. That's what I feel like M lacks in his music. If he spoke more urban and had just a little bit of twang, I feel like he'd sell a trillion copies. It'd be too easy. But yeah, my favorite Big L song would have to be Flamboyant. It just makes me happy to to hear this music. Like, I'm glad that he actually put this out into the atmosphere, put it out into the universe. It was just a great song for people to hear. It just showcased Big L's talent. He has many songs, a few albums, and all the songs front to back are banging. He has many features, some features from Cameron, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, even a feature from JayZ. And Big L has always been a pillar in this hip-hop thing. And if it's somebody you're looking to for real raps and real rhymes and, you're trying to study your craft and get good, he mentions this in songs, yo. Definitely study Big L. Big L is one of the best rappers ever. You know what I'm saying? Side look. Number 8, Eminem, Marshall Mathers. We all know Eminem is, if not the greatest lyricist of our generation that is alive. Eminem has a way with the pen. Whether he's writing a story, whether he is battle rapping you, whether he's on a feature with you, Eminem will find that cat's paw and he will get to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a song with JayZ called Renegade. Everyone knows this. Eminem destroyed JayZ on his track. I myself was just like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty old track, but it's like, yo, any feature Eminem gets on, your best bet is to let Eminem go first. And maybe that is a motherfucking guillotine itself. So you better come with your best fucking raps. If you're a flip-flop rapper, you better study your craft before you ever disrespect Eminem, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get Machine Gun Kelly'd. Sorry, look. My favorite Eminem song would definitely have to be Stan. That song right there is the most monumental Eminem song ever. That's like Eminem's anthem. If you know Marshall Mathers, that song is probably what put you onto him. If not, maybe when he got with Dr. Dre. But Stan, for me, is the most notable song by Eminem. He actually even won, if I'm not mistaken, a Oscar or something like that for it. And it's like, dude, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, you only make music. It's great to see that his craft reaches into other departments. It just shows you how much of an influence Eminem has had in this culture. He is very, very vital in what's going on in hip-hop. Lots of people like Lord Jamar wants to say Eminem is a guest in hip-hop. Eminem is not a guest in hip-hop, brother. Hip-hop is universal. Hip-hop started in the Bronx. Hip-hop started in New York. Yeah, with black people and Latinos and, of course, white people. So when I hear people say that, that's very ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop is universal. Hip-hop is for everybody. Expression. AbSoul is my number 9. TDE's very own AbSoul, Mr. Do What Thou Wilt. Listen, AbSoul has a special place in my heart. He has this way with words that just fucking blows my mind every time. It's so profound. It's so well knit and well put together. It's just like, wow. You have to nod your head and just smirk on how sinister his raps are. Like, they're just, I don't know how to put them in words. They're just very, very well knit and easy. When I say easy, I mean just easy to really understand, but get lost in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, what did he mean by that? You have to really double back and say, yo, okay, so there's a way deeper meaning than what you just said. You know what I'm saying? AbSoul is one of those guys. He wants you to think, and that's what the fuck hip-hop's about. You gotta think. I don't want to just say stuff and you're like, yeah, it's a party. Nah, it's not just a party. It's about you using your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like Ab says, it's very easy to be complex, but there's a lot of apartments. I myself, I just gotta chuckle at how witty it is. He finds a way to just let you know, yo, it's solo, ho. Like, this is what I'm doing and this is how I'm walking across the bar line. He's like an entendre junkie. I wouldn't say he's a multi-syllable junkie. That's a whole different bag for solo. But the entendres and just saying shit in quotables, AbSoul has that in a fucking burlaps bag running across the border with it. Like, he knows how to say what he needs to. You know what I'm saying? My favorite AbSoul song would probably be Black and Mild. I don't know if anybody heard it. It's on YouTube, and that shit definitely bangs. I feel like, besides any other song, you know what I'm saying, like off his tapes and stuff like that, I feel like Black and Mild is the perfect example of why AbSoul is a cold-hearted murderer on tracks. That is my go-to for anyone that wants to listen to solo. I say go check out Black and Mild. I have it in the description. That shit fucking bangs. Last but not least, number 10, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is like that time traveler that everybody knows, and they definitely are keeping track of him. Lil Wayne has been through so many eras of rap music. It's outrageous. Lil Wayne has so many Billboard Hot 100 appearances. It's like, yo, Wayne has been in the game forever. Cemented himself. Like, how can you not say Lil Wayne is a top tier rapper or in a top 10 discussion? Wayne has so much bodies of work. Wayne has so much features. Lil Wayne has so much work. It's like, why and how or where doesn't he fit in with being a GOAT? Like, they need to make a Mount Rushmore of rap, like in Brooklyn somewhere or some shit. Like, these are the greatest rappers. You feel me? Like, Lil Wayne has been rapping since he was a child. And in the Hot Boys to right now, Lil Wayne has only improved. You know what I'm saying? Amidst other rappers that you see come in the game and then they go, Lil Wayne from the beginning, from a small seedling to right now, Lil Wayne has blossomed into such a great artist. His raps improved. His beat selection improved. Him as a person improved. Like, he just is different. His mindset and what he does and how he achieves this and da-da-da-da. And his writing process is just, it's out of this world. This is what he does, you know what I'm saying? Wayne says, I do not write my raps. I believe it. After a while, when you're doing something all the time
it becomes second nature. It's like brushing your teeth. They're fucking breathing.
Some like to say, I mean, Lil Wayne is not the most wittiest rapper, or they just don't really see Wayne as that much of an influence in the culture. And my response to people that are deaf and dumb is like, yo, Lil Wayne has shaped the culture more than anyone has done in the last 20 years, bro. Like, no one is shaping the culture like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is the reason we have Young Thug. Lil Wayne is the reason we have almost every other little rapper. It's like he's literally the mecca of the little rappers and all the other stuff. It's like, yo, Lil Wayne has brought so much to the culture. It's not even funny. It's like, what else do you want this man to do? He literally carried his label on his back and like just did what he had to and was just making them back ends, making money, hustling. And then, of course, he passed the torch to Drake, but Lil Wayne already did everything he could do in the game. I mean, I don't feel like Lil Wayne has nothing else he owes his fans, you know what I'm saying? He's still dropping music here and then, like he has songs with Swizz Beatz, you feel me, and other production, but I don't believe Lil Wayne owes the game anything else. I feel like Wayne has given it 150%. There's nothing more. Wayne has dropped so much art and so much good music. It's like, yo, you feel me? What more can you want from him? He's done it all. He's done everything. He's been around, you feel me? He's even won a Grammy. My favorite Lil Wayne song would have to be Banned from TV. That song is like, it's something that I feel like people need to pay attention to. That whole No Ceilings album. Now you think of this. In these days, we have trap beats where it's different types of vibes on a trap beat where you have to rap a certain way. Now look at this. Lil Wayne got on other rappers' beats, right? Crazy production, crazy all this, and then made a whole song. If that does not scream artistry or GOAT, what will? Like, are you kidding me? How are you able to sit down and pen all those songs that fast for a whole tape, and they're not even in your cadence? They're not even really in your vibe, you know what I'm saying? This just showed me that Lil Wayne has a very, very keen sense of music and just adaptation and just rapping. Like, this is what he does. If that's not fact enough and cure enough, I don't know what to tell you. Wayne is a talent to be had. Overall, I feel like the rappers I listed, not in no particular order, they have shaped the culture and brought so much good vibes to what is hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Mother hip-hop. These guys bring real lyrics, real substance, and just rap about stuff that is just amazing. Like, it can be so abstract, yet it's so relatable, you know what I'm saying? And that is, I feel like that is what hip-hop is missing. Nobody is actually rapping about stuff. They're just talking about things that are irrelevant. Talk about situations. As a rapper, you are a journalist with your pen, you know what I'm saying? You are a journalist of your life. Put your story on paper, you know what I'm saying? If your story is, oh, I've been in the streets, I'm drinking lean, I'm popping pills. Like, yo, keep that shit to yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not what people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's toxic to the youth. That's not a good look. You feel me? Like, rap about real stuff. Rap about injustice. You know what I'm saying? Rap about things that people actually care about. You know what I'm saying? People care about turning up. Yeah, but that's not what we need to focus on as a culture. Like, people need to understand and wrap their head around serious situations at hand. Like, why would I be talking about popping bottles and fucking bitches when I got family in the hood still, or I got this and I got people that's living bad? And like, that don't make sense. You're not a gangster, you're a fool, you know what I'm saying? People gotta really understand your power and what you have in this hip-hop thing, you know what I'm saying? And all these rappers, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure they understand their power and how to utilize it, you know what I'm saying? Their talents and what they can do. And that's what it's all about. You take care of the fam and you make sure that you doing what's best for you, and you're always improving on your artistry. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's very essential. If you are a local artist, please understand that you must stick to being you. And when you do become somebody, never forget where you come from and stay true to your roots. It's been the Mad Ad Podcast with your boy Suave the Wiz. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any comments or concerns or any topics I should get at, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I'm out of here.